So the Seder begins, Shoftim, V'Shotrim. God says you have to set up judges and enforcers like police in all the gates in the land where God is giving you to inherit to your tribes. So the Ishbitzer says the gates. What are the gates? You have gates in your body, and there are your two eyes, your two nostrils, your two ears, and your mouth. 7 gates. And this submission in Sefer Yetzirah, chapter 4, deals with these 7 gates. So it's through these 7 orifices in the head that we receive all the shefa that is flowing into the world and into our bodies. And we need to be careful what we're receiving, not to listen, what we shouldn't listen, not to look at what we shouldn't look at, not to breathe what we shouldn't breathe, and not to eat what we shouldn't eat. But what are the 12? The Ishbitzer says is also Sefer Yetzirah. This is the 5th chapter of Sefer Yetzirah, and these are the 12 aspects of the soul that are represented by the 12 months, the 12 tribes, 12 parts of the body. Some of them are obvious, the left hand, the right hand, the left leg, the right leg, the body, but some of them, the liver, the spleen, the stomach, they're not so obvious. And the 12, while the 7 are those ways in which we receive, the 12 are in which we give to the world. And the Ishbitzer makes it easy for us in a sense. He says, rage is connected to the liver. A person has to know how to use rage in a safe way, in a constructive way. Even laughter is associated with the spleen. You have to know how to laugh, because you can change the world with speech, you can change the world with anger, but you can change the world with a laugh. You have to know. Don't make fun. Don't sneer at people and laugh in a derisory way. It's like you have to know how to laugh. But if you laugh the right way, at the right time, you can change the whole world. But what the Ishbitzer doesn't go into here is that one of the aspects of the 12 is sleeping. You can change the whole world with your sleeping. How do I change the world with sleeping? Shoftim v'Shotrim. So these judges and police that we set up, apparently they can teach us how to do these things right. And how come nobody knows how to sleep in such a way that they change the world? And every day we daven, Hoshiva Shoftenu Kodesh, please God, give us back our judges like it used to be. What's going on? Because the judges that we have going on inside our head today, they're not the right one. This one is shouting, Rusha, glutton, ganef, thief. This one is shouting like this. This one is shouting. They're not useful. They're not useful. If God would give us back the judges and the police that we're supposed to have inside, they give good advice. They tell us, no, don't do it this way, do it this way. How do I know if I've got the old judge back, the real one, or this? In the davening itself, it says, remove the grief and the anxiety and the grief and the anxiety and the depression. Right? The world is filled with depression. People are taking medications for this and for anxiety. And why? Because of the judges that we have going on inside, shouting and shouting. Because that's dependent on that. When God will give us back the judges that we're supposed to have, then the anxiety and the depression and the grief will be gone, because the voices, will be sane. And then we will even know how to change the world just by sleeping, how to fix the world by sleeping. Not just our interior world, but the world outside of us, because sleeping is one of the 12 aspects of the active soul. And that's what we're praying for. And so around the high holidays, we change the end of that blessing from Melech Ohev Tzedakah Mishpat, from God who loves charity and justice, to Melech HaMishpat, the God of justice, because those justices of the peace, they can only come from God. And around this time of the year, we really need them. We really need them. Ishbitz Torah.